today, Saturday, 13th December 2025. The Registrar of Kwara State University will now take over the convocation proceedings.
The numbers suggest a university that is just undergoing massive, rapid expansion.
Oh, they do. In one session, KWASU awarded a massive 8,119 degrees.
Wow, over 8,000.
Right. And to break that down for you, you're looking at 7,618 first degrees and then another 501 postgraduate degrees. That volume alone, it just requires immense administrative and teaching capacity.
It does. And that volume, it tells a story about, an expanding student body, a commitment to access. But if we want to talk about institutional excellence, the quality metrics are where the sources really shine.
I agree.
We're talking about 82 students graduating with first-class honors, the highest level.
And 75 doctoral degrees, 75 PhDs being conferred.
That's a huge number.
It is. I mean, when you have 75 new PhDs entering the academic and research ecosystem in 1 year, that's a substantial injection of high-level scholarship.
Looking at the structure of the ceremony, the breadth of fields covered is immense. We learned that the Chancellor, Engineer Dr. Johnson Davidel formally declared the assembly as a congregation for the award.
The Kwara State University law empowers the university to award degrees, certificates, and distinctions, as well as award medals, prizes, and other titles. It also provides.
And I noticed the registrar didn't just, declare the ceremony open. The transcript is very clear.
Yes.
They formally constituted the assembly.
Yes.
For the specific purpose of awarding degrees and special prizes. Why is that kind of legalistic, very procedural phrasing so important to lead with?
I hereby constitute this assembly as a congregation of Kwara State University for the purpose of awarding degrees and for the presentation of special prizes.
It signals authority and rigor right from the get-go. When you look at the structure of these ceremonies, that opening act, it isn't theater.
It's what jurisprudence.
That's a great way to put it. It's almost
on the
legal.
occasion of the 13th convocation ceremony of the Kwara State University, Malete. This ceremony is a celebration of excellence, resilience, and collective commitments of an institution that has consistently upheld its mandate of producing leaders, innovators, thinkers, and responsible citizens of our state and nation. I warmly congratulate the university management, the graduating class, their parents, and everyone who has played a role in making today a reality.
Honorable Chancellor, sir, the person whose name are listed have fulfilled the requirements of the statutes and regulations of the university and have been found worthy, both in character and in learning, to be awarded the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of Kwara State University in their respective disciplines. I just want one of the J School of Postgraduate Studies to present this dialogue.
For what?
For integrity and for academic excellence. It tells everyone listening, the government, the graduates, that this whole process is protected, it's authorized, and it is rigorous.
So everything that follows, all the speeches, the degrees, it's all grounded in that one specific high standard procedure.
Exactly.
Okay, so rigor is one thing, but vision is another.
Yes. You know.
The guidelines are in before you, and those who are unavailable access, or who are still crossing, who have successfully completed their postgraduate degree programs, and have been found worthy in Canada and in Ireland, to the awarded degree of Doctor of Philosophy of Kwara State University in their respective universities.
PhD, academic PhD is not by the authority of the Senate, I want you all and severally, Doctor of Philosophy, PhD degree of Kwara State University, congratulations.
Please go. I'm here as an event. This family combined global graduates who have held the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, PhD, of the University to please come forward and shake Faculty of Agriculture, Obasanjo and Imade, Yusuf Fọlọ́runṣọ́ Abdulkareem, Faculty of Allied and Environmental Science, Mashood Ibrahim Lima, Sherifat Olúwatóyìn Lawal, Ayọ̀délé Jacob Ọmọdọ̀ṣọ́, Bọ́sẹ̀dé Christiana Mákàndínlọ́lá, Ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ Ìmánà Otto, Táwàkálítù Tọ́pẹ́ Abọ́láyọ̀, Sunday Àṣàbí Ọláwálé, Alfred Abọ́ládé Àjàó, Káyọ̀dé Michael Ògúnyẹmí, Olúwaṣeun Adébáyọ̀ Ìṣọ̀lá, Mary Adéyìí, Wàsíù Tèmítọ́pẹ́ Ṣéhù, Faculty of Arts, Sulaiman Adéyẹmí Abdulaziz, Karima Awa.
They're signaling real investment in faculty quality, curriculum, and the infrastructure you need to produce graduates who can compete right away.
So it's a promise to the student that their degree actually has real currency.
It has genuine currency, exactly. It's not just a piece of.
That distinction is key. It moves beyond just the platter. The second pillar follows right on its heels. It found dedication to research. I want to dig into this. What does a repeated commitment to research really imply for a state university?
It implies that the university sees itself as more than just a consumer of knowledge. It wants to be a producer of new regionally relevant solutions. Look, research requires major investment, often in very specific applied areas. The context here suggests this isn't just, theoretical curiosity.
Right, not research for research's sake.
Not at all. It's about generating knowledge that addresses local challenges, whether that's in agriculture or infrastructure or public health. The commitment to research is a commitment to economic problem solving for the region.
So if excellence is the engine and research is the innovation, Pillar 3 tells us where that engine is driving.
Faculty of Information and Communication Technology, Shonda Johnson Olúwatúndé, Faculty of Management and Social Science, Abraham Kandrigo, Abiodun Salawudeen, Amina Adigbe Adiyoelu, Abakat Oyin Alabi, Mohammed Kamaldeen Usman, Kunirat Owelola Malik Awonji, Táyé John Àyìnlá, Adédayọ̀ Fájìmí, Abdullahi Adio Babátúndé, Yusuf Fọlámídé Kangọ́ọ̀gbé, Sheriff Àkànjí Ibrahim, Yahoo, Commander Said, Tajidini, Ayode Sanga, Gadiyu, Adelayo Mustafa, Abdul Fatai, Idomi Ishola, Ademola Akinolade, Amina Kalsa, Webster, Abai, Yobani Amadosho, Pame, Lofi, Lobo, Gere, Thomas, Edimo, Egoro, Misura, Ololade, Aurora Shopping, Abdai, Olabeki, Abkari, Shola, Ohu, Ayana. Mutinda, Amen, Amaru, Adiagi, Musa, Ishola, Yusuf, Seyid, Ishola, Asa, Aderoyin, John, Owoju, Amen. Sadi, Mosani, Olúwa, Àrèlé, Abdulateef, Tọ́pẹ́ Sani, Suleiman Yaku, Adamu, Emmanuel, Oyewole, Lambert, Paul, Olúwọlé, Alabi, Adéọlá, Ibrahim, Adéyẹmí, Mahmood, Abiodun, Ọ̀ṣọ́, Faculty of Care,
Education graduates are the ones who will go out and transmit those standards of excellence, that capacity for research, and those societal values to the next generation.
Will all the new graduates stand up to recite the alumni pledge? All new graduates, undergraduates and postgraduates. Please repeat after me. I, your name, a graduate of Kwara State University, Malete, solemnly pledge and affirm that I shall be faithful
And to leave you with a thought to consider, that alumni pledge, the commitment to values and integrity, was the final act. If the true measure of this university's success, at least according to this transcript, isn't just in the number of degrees awarded, but in how effectively those graduates uphold the values they promised to defend.
I hereby declare the convocation for the award of postgraduate degree and undergraduate degrees closed.